I physically do not have the time or energy. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little bit frazzled right now. Just like, oh, okay, I look like I've been dragged through a bush backwards. People come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. It's that time. You want to take the camera? Yeah. Okay. Either my camera's just making me look really pale or I actually look like that. Let's go with the camera option and pretend that I'm not actually that pale, although I didn't fake tan my face last night, so yeah, that's what I actually look like. Rocco is ready for his little nap. I might actually just put him in the bouncer, because he might prefer that. Okay, we're back. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back if you're not new here. I love that you've come back. That makes me happy. It makes me feel like all of this filming, more so all the editing, is worth it as well. The editing that goes into YouTube is insane. Like, I have actually recorded entire videos, multiple like vlogs and like sit down videos, and then got to the point where I'm like, I just can't edit this. I physically do not have the time or energy to edit this, and I would just literally ditch the whole video. I love that for me. Anyways, I thought I would quickly do a little bit of a chatty get ready with me this morning. I posted a Q&A on my, I'm right at the bottom of this. Posted a Q&A on my YouTube, on my Instagram this morning, and thought that I could just like, yeah, chat, answer some questions and do my makeup. My friend's coming over today to do my hair, which is fun. I'm gonna vlog my hair appointment. I've literally changed what I'm gonna do last minute last night. We were texting and I've completely changed the plan, but yeah, I'm really excited, and I'm gonna trim my hair. I've actually been growing out my bob. I don't know what the plan is. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna like grow it, or I'm gonna just like grow it a little bit and thicken it out. I'm not sure, but I know that that like really short bob that I love, it's just like, it is hard to style. And some days you wake up when it's natural. Some days I wake up when it's natural and it looks really nice and you're like, oh yes, like I love it, it just looks nice. Other times it looks absolutely awful, and I just don't have time for that unpredictability at the minute in my life. I just feel like with longer hair it naturally just like hangs, and I feel like sometimes that looks a little bit better than when it's short and it hangs. It sometimes just literally looks like a mushroom. I don't want to look like a mushroom if I can help it. So anyways, my friend's coming over to do my hair, which is why I'm putting my makeup on, because I would never normally put makeup on if I'm just staying indoors. By the way, I'm not even using a mirror, I'm literally using my camera to do this, so I don't know how my makeup's going to turn out. But actually I've got a handheld mirror. Should I get that? I'm gonna go get that, because that might be really helpful. My mum actually gave me this. I don't know where she got it from, but it's from Benefit. I don't know if it like came with a gift set or something, but my mum gave me this, and normally I don't keep things like this because I'm like, that is just clutter. But to be fair, it's actually really helpful when you've like done your hair and you like need to see the back of your hair in the mirror, and it's coming in handy right now, so that's perfect. So yeah, what was I even saying? Oh yeah, I wouldn't normally put my makeup on at home ever. Like literally, that's just so unlike me. I don't wear makeup most days, because most days I'm at home. But we are going to film my hair appointment. We're going to like film a few reels for Instagram, and yeah, just thought, you know what, I want to look a little bit half decent for that. So it's one of my like New Year's, not resolutions, but like one thing I really want to do this year is to take a little bit more effort in my appearance. Last year was very much for me about like surrendering, embracing just being home, and like just surrendering to motherhood and the exhaustion that came with like being a toddler mum. I was also like being pregnant, and just we bought this house and we've been renovating. Like I just surrendered and like gave myself so much grace. I decluttered and all the things. And then this year I just feel like I almost want to like I cleared out last year, and I like want to like bring things back together, like piece things back together in the sense of like my identity, if that makes sense. Like I went on this massive purge with my decluttering journey, with like finding minimalism and just like releasing so much of the old. Part of the new for me is, yeah, just taking a little bit more pride in my appearance, because I think it was New Year's Day we went round to Shell's parents, and normally things like this don't bother me. Like, I just looked awful, and even Shell couldn't deny it. I was like, I look awful, and normally he'd be like, no babe, you don't. He's always like encouraging me to wear less makeup and just embrace my natural like self. Even he was like, I felt like he couldn't even deny it. So I thought it would just be like his immediate family. Turns out like pretty much all his like aunties and uncles came, and I was just like, oh, okay, I look like I've been dragged through a bush backwards. Didn't like how I felt. Like, I want to feel confident this year. Part of that I feel like is just making the effort again to get ready. So don't even know how I got to that, but yeah, one of my goals this year is to just take a little bit more pride in my appearance and like push myself to do my makeup. Like, I do get up earlier than the babies, so I do have the time in the morning to do my makeup. That's gonna go everywhere. 1 second, see if I can save that, whack that on there. Yeah, like I can. So you know what, I'm gonna. Anyways, moving on. Before I just spend the entire time getting ready, not doing the Q&A that I said I was going to do, I'm going to get my phone out. Yeah, Rocco's not sleeping, but he's quite happy, so that's fine. I'm going to get my phone out and answer some questions. How did we even get to that? I don't know. Okay, let's start at the bottom. Top clothing items for postpartum. I'm a new first-time mum and I still want to feel nice. So, probably not the best person to ask this, because during my postpartum I literally just lived in this tracksuit, or to be honest, mainly just like black leggings and a hoodie. I have 2 hoodies apart from like this tracksuit one. I think I have like 2 hoodies because I've been massively decluttering and minimizing my wardrobe. I have like 2 hoodies, one black and one like Adenola grey one, and then I've got like an Adenola sweatshirt, and I literally just alternated. For me, postpartum was not about how I looked, it was about just really taking care of how I felt. And yes, sometimes, yeah, how you look does affect how you feel, like exactly what I just said, where I realised, you know what, I want to feel nice, I want to go out feeling nice, and I want to feel like I want to be seen, you know. But when I'm talking about postpartum, as in like those first few days, those first few weeks, for me, I just surrendered and I was like, how I look is not my priority. I want to go slow. I pretty much lived in pajamas for like the first 40 days. I stayed home, mainly because I had to, because I had a C-section, but it really did force me to do that, and it was just the best thing that ever happened to me, because I just feel like mentally I felt so good for it, because I wasn't bothered about how I looked, because I wasn't seeing anyone, and the people who I did see were just like really close people in my life. No, I didn't take tons of pictures. No, I didn't feel massively confident, but I wasn't even focused on how I looked. I just focused on just how I felt mentally, taking care of myself mentally, going slow, going with the flow, and just obviously taking care of Rocco. And yeah, yeah, recovering physically and mentally was my priority. So anyway, that really doesn't answer the question, but to answer your question, my clothing items were just like baggy jumpers, baggy tops. I like to wear tight bottoms, leggings. I find them really comfortable. I wear the Lululemon Align pants most days. For me, it's just wearing baggy things so that your attention isn't on your body as much. Like for me, that's what it felt like. Like I'm actually just going to intentionally hide my body, so I'm not picking my body apart. I'm not looking at, you know, the shape of my body, because right now, as in after I just had Rocco, and to be honest, even now still, didn't love the shape of my body. I gained pregnancy weight, like that's fine. Okay, we're back. I just had to put Rocco down for his nap in his room. I've got him on the monitor. Anyway, I've almost finished my makeup, and I've literally answered one question. I feel like I've not even answered that properly, but anyways, next question is, what do you do with the babies while you clean the house and get ready? I struggle with that. So I'll put Rocco in the carrier, the bouncer, he might be napping, or Shell might be here, or yeah, one of those with Rocco. And then with Saskia, she'll just like sort of be up here with me. I'll bring her toys into whatever room we're in. Next question is, how did you meet your partner? So I actually met Shell in a club. One of my friends was speaking to one of his friends, and we just happened to be there at that time, and I remember just thinking he was absolutely hilarious. Like, it wasn't anything in that way. And then a few months later, I was at like a bar sort of place, and then when I was on Instagram later that night, I saw that he was there, and then I messaged him to say, oh, I was there that day, or like I was there today. And then it was a bank holiday weekend, and I ended up going back there on the Sunday, funnily enough, with my friend who's coming over to do my hair today. And then yeah, he was there, and he asked me out on a date, and I swear to God, I remember thinking, if I go on a date with this guy, I'm gonna marry him. Because I was like talking to someone else at the time, and I didn't want to like date two guys at once, and I remember just feeling like Shell was husband material, and I knew that like if I go on a date with him, that's gonna be it, and I'm gonna marry him. And I'm not married to him just yet, but we are pretty close. We're 2 kids in, second house in, and yeah, hopefully we're gonna get married in the next few years. But yeah, that's how I met Shell. Do you still get lip filler? They look great. So thank you. No, I don't, because I've been pregnant and then I was breastfeeding. But do I want to get them done again? Yes, I do. I love big lips on me. And sometimes I look back on pictures and I'm like, do I prefer them? Do I not? But yeah, I do want to get my lips done again once I'm off breastfeeding. I have really missed that like fresh lip feel. I know everyone's got their opinions on it, but yeah, I technically do want to still get it done, but I haven't had it done since I think like September of 2013. No, 2013. Guys, that's what I mean by my brain. My brain just doesn't work. 2023, that's the last time I had lip filler. Are you vegetarian? I'm not vegetarian. I've been vegan for, I would say, God, 6 or 7 years. But I don't ever outwardly say I'm vegan, because technically I'm not. What am I looking for? Hang on. Hang on, Tori going to think. I've done my eyebrows, I've done my mascara. I feel like the only thing left for me to do is my lipstick. Yeah, I say vegan because I have been in and out of eating fish along that journey, because I'll go through phases where I'll just feel like I'm eating so much soy, and then I'll start to question like, is that even better for me? Because one of the reasons I went vegan was because I just watched all these documentaries, and I just felt like it was the right decision for me and my health and my body, and it has been 100%. Like, my body feels so much better for it. I don't get as bloated, my digestive system works better, like everything just feels better. Some people really struggle with energy, but I haven't really. I would then go through phases where I'm like, is this even better for me? Like, if I'm eating so much soy, is that even good? So I've been in and out of eating fish along my journey being vegan, and in and out of eating chocolate, because vegan chocolate is just, it's just not the same. As it stands right now, I do eat fish. I did eat fish during my pregnancy. I did take fish oil during my pregnancy as well, the one that came with the Pregnacare, and I do eat like Cadbury's chocolate and things like that, although I'm trying to just stick to dark chocolate now for like the new year. I really want to get back into just eating dark chocolate instead of like that sort of really processed chocolate. So yeah, I'm technically a flexitarian, I think that's called, where you're like, you're not one thing. I just don't like labeling myself either. I feel like when you label yourself, you put yourself in a box and then it feels really hard to get out of it, when the truth is no one actually cares what I eat. But when I label myself like, oh, I'm vegan, I'm this, I'm that, I feel like I'll then overthink if I want to change my mind or, you know, do something different. So I'm really trying not to like label myself and put myself in these like category boxes. So yeah, I eat a mainly plant-based diet, loads of fruits, loads of veggies, protein through plant sources, but I do eat fish and some other things. Did you lose friendships during postpartum with either baby? I think some friendships naturally just faded. We just naturally had less in common, and like our priorities were in different places, which made it hard for us to like meet up and hang out, because the way we would hang out before just wasn't convenient anymore. I also feel like when you have a baby, your capacity is so taken up in motherhood that like you don't have that much space for all of your friendships if you had a lot of them, in my experience anyway. So you sort of have to just prioritize the ones that fill you up the most, and that's nothing personal to anyone that like your friendships naturally fade with. It's just a season, and there may be a future season where like I'll rekindle with certain people that we've like naturally drifted, and I'm sure we will, but we also might not, and that's okay. And I think life is a journey, and I remember a life coach that I worked with when I was a teenager, she said something to me and it's always stuck with me. People come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Sometimes it's for a reason, sometimes it's for a season, and sometimes it's a lifetime. And yeah, there's some questions on decluttering, but I'm gonna leave them because I feel like that's a whole nother conversation for another day, and I feel like I can just go so into depth with that, and I don't just want to like spend this whole vlog just like answering questions. I feel like it'd be really boring. Do you follow a routine or go with the flow? I'm on postpartum journey with baby 2 as well. Bit of both. I spoke about this in my last video. I have like set rhythms that I try and do in like the morning, the afternoon and the evening, but I generally try and just go with the flow and surrender. So I do try and have some form of routine and like stick to getting things done and staying on top of things like my laundry and the tidiness of my home and that sort of thing. The baby's bedtimes, dinners, things like that. But I also go with the flow. Like I'm not like, right, it's 5 o'clock, we have to do dinner right now, but it's always around 5 o'clock. So yes and no. Do you fake tan or use sunbeds? I haven't used sunbeds since before the pandemic. I use Molly May filter for my fake tan at the minute, and yeah, I've used that for years. I love it. The window's open, by the way, so if you can hear that, that's why. Do you have any recommendations for seats, chairs to put baby in? Yes, the Baby Bjorn bouncer, so good. It is so pricey compared to other bouncers, but let me tell you, it is amazing. I posted it on my story once and someone messaged me back and they were like, it's a babysitter, and I was like, it literally is. It is really worth the price. If I had to rebuy it, or if I didn't have it, or like I lost it or whatever, you get my point, and I had another baby, I would rebuy it, definitely. One thing that I didn't have with Saskia that I wish I did, especially because she had like colic and reflux, I just think being able to sit them more upright is just so helpful, especially after a feed, and like I said, if you've got a sicky baby. Let me just not talk while I spray my face. This is one of my favourite ever products. I feel like everything's rubbed off of it, but it is the MAC Fix Plus. Actually, I lie, my favourite product in regards to this is the lavender one. It smells amazing, but this one has essential oils in it, so I just feel like it gives your face a really nice glow. I use a lot of powdered makeup. I feel like that's just like the way I've always done it, and then I feel like I love dewy makeup, but naturally my makeup never looks very dewy because it's all like powders. So I love that, like at the end of it, you know when you have that feel where like you're wearing makeup, I feel like whenever I put this on, it just like loosens everything. I'm not going to do my hair because obviously my friend's coming around to do my hair, and I will film that and vlog that in this vlog. The other questions that were like postpartum and decluttering, I love those topics and I feel like I can talk about them forever, so I'm going to save them for another video where I will talk about them forever, and it's not going to be annoying for the people who don't really care about that, because I probably will just ramble on like I always do. I just feel like I'm starting to finally get rid of my old colour, which is I think down here. Yeah. And I feel like my hair's just starting to feel shiny again and healthy. Yeah. That I'm just like, I don't know if I want to go down the route of bleach. Yeah. Without being 100%.
If you're thinking like having second thoughts on it, I think we should not do the blonde today. I did mention like having this lighter bit at the front, and also the warmth, wasn't it? When you're brunette, you don't love like having like it too warm around the face, is that right?
Yeah. Why is that?
It's very like your natural hair, and it just like maybe lifts in the sun and stuff. Like a lot of people actually on their hairline, they might have that like that little bit lighter. It's finer hair as well. I don't mind it, I like it, but I know what you mean. It's not really like, it's not light enough, is it, to be like a thing? Yes. Let's today just do like tone out that, take out the warmth. Are you happy to still have your natural, or do you want to go dark? Like
no,
just want to darken that a bit and that's it, and you're happy with that,
Because like, I could be nice, but like I'm done. Like you two, it's just taking so long.
And also just talking a load of rubbish.
Yeah, he's thinking, just shut up.
Either shut up or get me involved.
Or get me off to sleep at least, so I don't have to listen. Love. I do love it when it's blow dried like this. I mean, if I wasn't wearing a tracksuit right now, it'd look a little bit more glamorous.
Like that, like loads of volume.
I always thought it would look very like mumsy with like short hair, volumized. I always used to wear it really sleek, but I actually really like it. Yeah, I love subtle changes. Sometimes make all the difference. It's the next day, and let me tell you, I'm as exhausted as I look right now. I had my hair done yesterday and it's already in this hair clip because Mum live. We just got home and I'm literally just making myself some porridge oats. Food shop's coming tomorrow and I actually run out of muesli. So I thought, do you know what, I'm gonna make myself some oats because I threw a piece of toast down my throat this morning as we were running out the door. if I don't have a breakfast like this that's got loads of fibre, it's got like flax seeds, chia seeds, oats, that sort of thing in it, I don't know, I don't feel that great. So I try and get all of these nutrients in at least once a day. So the fact that I didn't have them for breakfast, I'm just gonna have a bowl of like porridge for lunch. I needed to go to the dentist today, honestly. Yeah, I'm actually speechless at this point because I haven't had my second coffee. Woo! Let me just say, it isn't for the faint-hearted some days. Trying to get 2 of them out the door, and then also because I've been needing to get an x-ray on my teeth, which I couldn't. This is so boring, by the way. So this is like the most boring chat. But yeah, I've been pregnant for a hot minute, so I didn't actually ever get round to doing this x-ray that I've needed to do for my teeth. And I was going to cancel the appointment, and I was like, do you know what? No, like, we just have to go. I feel like the mums will know. That feeling where it's like, everything in me wants to cancel this and wants to tell me that it's not worth the getting in the car, the making the lunch to take with, the cars I see, the roads that I see. I've got to drive slow, I was running late. Like, everything in me wants to cancel, but I will not be defeated. And I also know, like, I need to go to the dentist. I am really bad for like just putting my own things on the back burner. Even though you would have seen, obviously I've got my hair done yesterday, but even yesterday, like, it just ended up being it just in a dream world. It sounds easy that, like, say Rocco would be there and I'll get my hair done, I'll get it done at home, same with my nails, been doing that, and I've just got to the point where it's actually not that easy, and it's not as easy as it sounds. Probably going to take my nails off soon. I go through these phases where I just like take my nails off and I don't have the maintenance. And then with my hair, we only did a toner, so I don't need to do anything, which just suits me so well, because right now in this season of life, these girls who have a lot of things to maintain, like hair extensions, colour, toners, nails, lashes, all these things, I just don't know how we're supposed to do it, as well as work, as well as keep on top of the house, as well as make dinner, as well as bake, as well as tidy and clean. And yeah, it's just wild some days. Sorry if this is coming across really ranty, but I just thought, you know what, I am going to pick up the camera because I wasn't going to, and I thought, you know what, I am, because this is real life sometimes. Like, sometimes real life is a lot. And yeah, I feel really, really accomplished. I actually took them both to the dentist. Thankfully my auntie met me and she could wait with the babies in the car so I could get my x-ray done. Don't know if I've already said this, but yeah, they can't be in the room for the x-ray, and I needed the x-ray, and then Saskia needed to go in so she could get like used to the dentist. So we did it. We did it, and I'm gonna have my porridge to celebrate. And on that note, I'm gonna remember to take my supplements as well. See, look, that just shows you where I'm at the minute. It's Friday and they've got Wednesday and Thursday there as well, so a little bit behind on these, and we'll just pick up where we left off. It's all good in the hood. Hopefully once I've eaten my oats and had my coffee, I'll be a little bit more human. Also, I have this Spartone. I started taking this when I was pregnant for iron. I really felt a difference, like really felt a difference in just like energy levels. So I stopped once I had Rocco, and then I thought, you know what, I'm going to start again, because actually it really makes a big difference. So I'll just take my supplements. And then I feel like, you know what, it's done something for me. I'm going to have my ginger shot. Again, I would normally have first thing in the morning, but today's just one of them days where, oh, I'm out of my rhythms and it doesn't feel good. I like to be strict with my rhythms. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little bit frazzled right now. It always reminds me why you get up before the babies. It reminds me why you close the house the night before. It reminds me why you've got to be organised. It just reminds me why I am so like rigid with it, because when I'm not and I like let my guard down, everything just feels all over the place. Anyway, a little bit of reality. I'm gonna have my porridge, I'm gonna have my coffee, I'm gonna zen out, I'm gonna wake up, I'll just have my Spartone, just have my supplement, I've got the washing going. I am on track. We are sorting my life out today. Oh my god, that is what I need right now. Gorgeous. Do I want a tea? Or could I have a coffee, please?
No tea.
Oh, why not? I want a coffee though. You want to take the camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mommy.
Be very careful. Do you see Mummy?
Yeah. Feel.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Be very...
It can wait.
It can break. Yes, exactly that, darling. It's that time where I get to choose one of these. Do you want to choose, Mummy, one of these?
I just want to carry it.
You want to carry it? Okay, Mummy, choose one then. I'll have that one. Someone messaged me the other day when I posted a pic, and they were like, how full your cup is giving me anxiety, and I was like, I need it. Like, I need it that full. Cheers.
I want this one.
Stunning. I literally just recorded a whole thing. A whole thing. And just deleted it off my camera. I was literally just about to take my camera card out, put it in my laptop, finish off this vlog. And I was explaining in that spiel about why I've been inconsistent on YouTube and how I feel like it has been so hard to find the time to like pour into my YouTube channel alongside all my other commitments with motherhood and my other work and just life and home life and mum life. And that just sums it up. I literally just spent however long speaking to the camera and deleted the whole thing. So I'm just gonna like save you guys the whole spiel. But the long story short is I'm really trying to figure out my flow with mum of two life, and I am completely burning the candle at both ends. I went from feeling like everything was like really chill, which sounds wild because I have two very, very young babies, but I felt very calm, very like slow and at ease. Then all of a sudden the last 2 weeks have felt very intense, even to the point where like the appointments that I've been doing for me have just felt like hard to fit in, you know, and that like having those appointments then means other things aren't being doing in that time that I have because I'm doing those appointments, and then I'm almost like behind on other things. And all of a sudden the last 2 weeks have felt very like heavy and full on, and no one's fault but my own. I put a lot of pressure on myself. I always have done. I'm the sort of person that like when I set a goal, I want to achieve it, and I will keep going until I do. I think it's really important, especially when you're a mum, and just in this season of life more than ever, to keep questioning those goals and ask myself, is this right for right now? Does this make sense for the season I'm in? And whilst my heart and my mind want to be consistent in all the places I physically cannot, and I feel like I'm really burning the candle at both ends. I don't struggle with creativity and ideas. I have so many ideas for YouTube. I have so many things I want to share. But right now, I just have to pour into myself a little bit more. I think I just need to give myself a little bit more grace than I've given myself. There is a lot to adjust to. I'm still only 4 months postpartum. I have a toddler and a newborn, and I don't want this season to just pass me by because I know how quickly it goes. I just need to take the pressure off myself a little bit to be able to show up the best version of me that I can for myself, my family, my babies. Don't know if any of that made sense. Don't know if anyone even cares, but I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate not only those of you who watch my videos, but those of you who have messaged me saying that you enjoy them and that they have helped you in some way. It really does mean the world to me, and it motivates me to keep going. I will hopefully see you soon. Bye guys.